Alright everybody, welcome back to another turn of Operation Outer Space. This will be turn 16 for Germany. It's January of 44. We do have one minor bit of housekeeping. The United States Naval Transport in P16 didn't have the range to reach there. It needs to either stop in P59 or maybe it wants to go and port in the Philippines or something like that. I don't know, but that does need to get addressed. Moving on to the tech, we have rolled this off screen using the Dice Maiden bot, considering that it would affect my purchases. We rolled an 8 for improved construction, which completes that tech, and a 10 for heavy armor, which completes that tech. And we rolled a 2 on improved factories, which misses. On to our purchases, we have, I believe, 58 to spend. Yep. And we're going to be spending it all. We're going to be buying one militia, one airborne, 2 airborne, 1 advanced sub, 1 tiger, 5 infantry, 1 advanced mechanized infantry, 1 infantry upgrade into a motorized infantry, 1 stage of a heavy cruiser, and then lend-leasing an air transport and a submarine to other people. So that will be here, and these are going to be that. Okay. On to our combat movements. We have quite a few to declare on this one. We'll start in Tripolitania. We have a strategic bomber flying. Actually, you know what? To make some messages I sent earlier technically correct, we're going to start with the combat movements in M10. The destroyer and the torpedo boat destroyer are going to come out of the Black Sea, 1, 2, to M4. They're going to be joined by the destroyer from southern France to blockade Tripoli. And now we'll do the strategic bomber from Tripolitania. It's going to fly 1, 2 into Ubangui-Chari, pick up the airborne, 3, 4, 5, 6 into Sierra Leone. Also in North Africa, we have most of the DAC units going into Tripoli. We have a medium armor and an artillery from Tunisia, a motorized infantry from Cyrenaica, and 2 infantry and an artillery from Tripolitania. There we go. We have an airborne from French Morocco taking western Algeria. We have 2 submarines, rather 1 submarine and 1 advanced submarine from A44 moving over into A41 and raiding the American convoy. We have a seaplane from Rome flying 1, 2, 3, mapping into A44, attempting to kill that coastal submarine. We have a air transport from northern Italy flying, picking up an airborne infantry and flying 1, 2, 3 into Gibraltar. It will be conducting an airborne assault there. We've got an airborne in Western Germany boarding the heavy strategic bomber there and flying 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Also joining in on Gibraltar. And we have a heavy strategic bomber in southern France flying over into Aquitaine, 1, picking up an airborne, and then continuing 2, 3, 4, 5. we've got 3 airborne there. We've got all of the fighters from southern France flying 1, 2, 3 into Gibraltar, and the Air Force in Paris, which is 2 tactical bombers and 2 fighters flying 1, 2, 3, 4 into Gibraltar. And then lastly, we have 2 naval transports, one from southern France picking up an infantry and a marine, moving over into M2, conducting an amphibious assault. The naval transport in port in northern Italy is going to come out and pick up the AAA from northern Italy and a marine from southern Italy. And they're also going to be amphibiously assaulting Gibraltar. That should be most of them. Let's see, we also have the strategic bomber in Paris picking up an airborne and flying 1, 2, 3, 4 into Northern Ireland. Yeah. Okay. And we have the 91st Army from Western Germany. 5 infantry, an airborne, and SS Panzergrenadier, joined by 1 fighter attacking Bavaria. And that is all of our combat declarations. Alright, let's go ahead and start rolling them out. I'm going to save the best for last. So we'll start in Bavaria. We have 6 infantry class units attacking at 2. Bavaria is not mountains, just has a mountain terrain to the south. So 6 at 2. No hits. And 2 at 4. 1 SS Panzer and 1 fighter. Also no hits. And in defense, there's a airborne at 2. Nice. Okay, round 2. There's hits, and in defense, also a miss. Okay, so Bavaria is cleared. And the 18th will return to Western Germany before I forget. Okay, we've got 2 submarines raiding in A41. We have a coastal, or we have an advanced submarine with a net bonus of +5. Yeah, +6, and then the Americans have a +1. Well, that's all the damage, so we won't bother with the other rolls. That's $3 taken off of the Americans. Continuing with the seaplane mapping in A44, we have a rolling on a 3 or less on that one. Bummer, that's a miss. In Tripoli, we have the city is surrounded, it is blockaded, and all the surrounding territories are captured. So we have 2 artillery first strikes rolling at 3. Doesn't matter, that clears the combat. Tripoli is liberated. Alright, now the big one. At Gibraltar, we have starting Starting the amphibious assault, we have no bombards, but there should be 2 die rolled in defense for the coastal artillery. 1 die against each naval transport. Fantastic. Okay, so those both miss. Onto the land combat. We have 2 fortifications rolling first strikes at 5. Both of those miss. Fantastic. And then on to the attack. We have 3 airborne rolling at 2. 1 hit. We have 3 infantry class units rolling at 1. No hits. This is the AAA that isn't rolling. We have 5 fighters rolling at 4. 1 more hit. And we have 2 tactical bombers at 7. 1 more hit. So 3 hits total on attack. And then let's roll in defense. We have 3 inherent AA at 1 rolling against the airborne assaults. Oh boy, I believe if one of these hits, I should have taken the casualty on an airborne for that. So we'll see if it matters. We have 3 rolling at 1. Oh, fantastic. Okay. So then this roll is correct, and everything stands as it is. Okay. We have a militia rolling for defense on round 1 at a 4 with a fortification bonus. There's 1 hit. Then we have 3 at 6. 1 more hit. So that's both Marines dead. Okay. And then we got 3, so there's only 1 unit left in defense. Okay. Round 2, we have 4 units at 1. All misses. We have 5 fighters and 2 tactical bombers. There's our hits. And in defense, we have 1 die rolling at 5 for an unsurrounded city. There's another hit. Okay, and that'll go on an infantry. Amphibious assaulting units still have to die first. Okay, so we lost 3 infantry and Gibraltar falls. 1 marine, 2 marines and 1 infantry. Okay. All right. And with that, we can end our combat movement phase, or combat phase at least. So then we're going to land our aircraft. We have the heavy strategic bomber from Ireland flying 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 into Western Germany. We have strategic bomber from Sierra Leone flying to the Ivory Coast. We have the strategic bomber that flew from Paris. Nah, that one went north. The one that flew from southern France flew 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. It's going to return to Paris. The other one flew 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, so it has 7, 8, and landing in northern Algeria. 7, 8, 9, landing in northern Italy. The air transport will land in northern Algeria. It came from northern Italy, so it has plenty of range. Then the combat aircraft, we have 3 fighters from southern France. 4, 5, 6, returning to southern France. And then The units from Paris, 1, 2, 3, 4, have 2 left. They're gonna land. Uh, One tactical bomber is gonna land in Sardinia, 5, 6, and the rest are gonna land 5, 6 in northern Algeria. Okay. The seaplane, that's a non-combat thing. Okay. That's all of my aircraft landing. Yeah, okay. Onto the non-combat movement phase. The seaplane is going to land in Rome off of map. Okay, the infantry in southern Algeria is going to march into northern Algeria. Ooh, before I forget it, the battlecruiser in P-72 is moving 1, 2, 3 into I-14. We have 3 infantry moving from Aquitaine to southern France. 3 infantry moving from Normandy to Paris. 3 infantry and a marine moving from Normandy into Picardy. We have a torpedo boat destroyer from the north side of Normandy coming out into A22 and moving 1, 2 into A11. They're going to be joined by the 2nd Fleet from the Baltic Sea and by the naval transport coming out of Aquitaine and strategic naval moving 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, we have an airborne from central Romania railing to northern Italy. We have an infantry from northern Italy railing to central Romania. We have the 86th Army driving from eastern Yugoslavia into Romania. We have an infantry from eastern Germany railing to Paris, going around Bavaria. Whatever. And we have a marine he's actually gonna stay where he is, and we're gonna rail another infantry to Paris from eastern Germany instead. That's 2 infantry that made that rail trip. With that, we should have all of our movements complete. So let's go ahead and place our buys and collect our income. We have a base income of 52 now. And we gain +3 for Romania, +3 for Sweden, bringing us to 58. That's all. And then we place all these buys. The air transport, just gonna go to northern Italy. Advanced mech in central Romania. The motorized upgrade is also in central Romania. We've got 5 infantry in Eastern Germany. We've got a Tiger and an Airborne in Western Germany. An Airborne and... no, just an Airborne in Paris. A militia in the Ivory Coast. Build a sub, the U-boat in M1. Coastal gun we got for free from Festung Europa is going to go in Picardy, making that 4 there. And the submarine. We're going to start the supply path. Oh, I can't get around the 7th Fleet. I have to start the supply path in Germany. Well, I guess, according to the rules then, the Lend-Lease gets cancelled. Oh boy, that sucks so hard. I'll just play it like that. And then the Germans get a free sub to be built next turn. It needs to be marked as free somehow. I'll handle that in the, I'll handle that before passing the file along. I can't... I should have sent something else. That's annoying. Okay, that's fine. Okay, so with that, we should be more or less have everything in place to pass things along for the next British Commonwealth and Free French turn. Yeah. So we'll leave things there and say best of luck on your next rolls.